just emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tight down. There you go. Check 13. Check 13. Mike, 60. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Pick me up. Here we go. 53's the mic. 53 is the mic. Red, cycle. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. Ready.
And now they'll throw with Lance. A check down here to Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Set, ready, 33, hello.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Rip left. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming, baby. Whoa! Watch the safety creep.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, if you're ever going to try the fake punt, this would seem to be the place to do it, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you got to make sure you throw it to your guys and not the other team. But yes, in this spot on the field, only needing a few yards for a first, I think that decision was okay and spot on. The problem was the execution.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now a play fake. Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Ready? 56 is the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From midfield, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Watch Mike. Hawk 70. Tighten up.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Go check. Go check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Do check.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, watch this.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a game of 20. First down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
He
can't hang. He's not going to get me. 57 to Mike.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Ready. 53.
You. 56.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. He's scared. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Bull Fury.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Check period.
Party now. It's a party now. You gonna take. You gonna take.
The Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st down.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
Striker, 3-3.
I'm coming.
Strike 3.
Here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
56 is the Mike. 56 is the Mike. And we're pretty quiet.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you, punk. 45's the Mike. Come to my world.
And Lance now to throw.
Come to my world.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Lance. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he's got his big tight end here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check.
Lance looking to throw it.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Lance escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Cody Parkey down for the field goal. 37 yards.
The kick by Parkey is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Check 4. Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming for yourself.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Cowboy 80. Check, 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 check. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's caught. Lockett. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. It got his man complete. The 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't
And
got no
all
face.
the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, You'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Giants 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 52.
They hand this off to Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Smash, smash.
2nd and 15. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Drop it.
Here's Harris. Fighting through. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
8 yards to go on second down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Where's 60 Maverick? 60 Maverick. Choose the mic. Stay with your man.
On the give, this is Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
5-2 the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
He was brought down by Marcus May. A loss of 2 yards.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
New Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Fights free at the 5. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Najee Harris
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Lance now on 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 26. Check 26.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Mike 2.
Hey, watch the lane. 79 Bronco.
Check that one, Mike 52.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Chris Barnes.
20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Number 53. Mike 53. Check.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
All right, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56. Army.
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
New Mike 52. Mike 52. It's a party now. Whoa.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They'll look to throw here. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And room there to work it inside the 25.
143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Wide, get wide.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That's track.
49, check 49.
Check smash. Alert 3.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The tackle by Chris Barnes. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Mikey, 18.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They run again with Harris. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7.